kind of problems are you having there?
When we leave,
Okay, so you'll separation anxiety. Okay, yeah, that's a process to fix, and it's easier to prevent than it is to fix, but it can be fixed. And what I want you to do is either, if you have a dog that's showing any signs of separation anxiety, start nipping that in the bud right away. Okay, and here's the easiest way to slow it down or stop it. Let me get a drink. When we leave, do not make a big deal out of leaving. No, be good. Mommy will be back. Don't tear up the house. Please stay off the furniture. No, don't make. When I leave, I say I'll be back, and I walk out. Okay, I don't. There's no long, loving goodbyes, right? If you make a big deal out of leaving, the dog thinks it's a big deal that you're leaving. Okay, it's no big deal to leave the house. We do it all the time, right? The other thing is, when we get home, this is the hard part. No, Mommy missed you. I'm so glad to see you. Do not make a big deal out of coming home. I come home. If my dog's there in the way, I say, hey, get out of the way. I guess set my stuff down, right? I go in, set my stuff down, I do whatever. He now knows that he gets attention when he sits and he's calm. If he's over here begging for attention from me, he gets nothing, right? But he's old enough now. He's been through this game many times. He sits, and then I go, good boy. Hey, how you doing? Okay, now I'm glad to see him. But he has to, it's the calmness I'm rewarding. If a dog's jumping on you and he's excited that you're home and you're rewarding that, well, you reap what you sow, right? The other thing is, now that you're making it a big deal that you came home, hey, you made it a big deal that you were leaving, scared him the whole time you were gone. Now you come home and you go, holy crap, I made it. I can't believe I didn't die, right? And so your dog's going, holy crap, she's home. It must be hell out there. Don't ever leave again, right? But if you just come home and it's like, hey, how you doing? Set my keys down, set the groceries down, whatever, and now you're being calm. Good dog. Good dog. Now you can play with your dog. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Right. So that's the best way to prevent it or to nip it if it's starting. If you have a dog that has a severe case, that takes a little more intensive work.
or bad practice to when they do howl and you're not even gone to like put her in timeout and
Yeah.
let her
So
for 5 minutes.
if you do you crate your dogs?
Yes,
Okay.
when we're gone.
Okay. So what I also want you to start doing is crating your dogs when you're home. Okay. 5-10 minutes, maybe dinner time. What I want is take away the association of the crate with you leaving.
Okay.
So the crate does not necessarily mean they're going to be alone. Crate is a place for the dog to decompress. It's their place. It's basically a dog house you can see through. Okay,
I
so
think we're using the crate as a punishment when the howling and we're not going.
okay, so
Is that
I want the crate to be their spot. So here's what I want. I want them to have a positive association with the crate, but you can also use it as kind of a timeout, as you were saying. Kind of like, okay, when we were kids, if we got sent to our room, we didn't hate our room, right? But we liked it. We had a positive association with our room. We had the posters on the wall that we wanted, whatever, right? But when we got sent to our room, it was just like my parents saying, I don't want to deal with you right now. Go to your room. That didn't mean I didn't want to go to my room. So with the crate, I want the dog in the crate while you're home. Let them just coexist with you while in the crate. The crate doesn't mean I'm going to be stuck here for 3 hours or 2 hours or 4 hours. I always limit a crate time to about 4 hours. Either I got to come home or I got to have somebody come in and let the dog out and do its thing. But if it's dinner time, for no reason whatsoever, put your dog in the crate. Set a timer, 20 minutes. Now here's the other important thing: when the dog comes out, it's just like you coming home. It's no big deal to come out of the crate. Do not make a big deal of coming out. In fact, I ignore the dog for the first 3 or 4 minutes coming out of the crate. We don't want to throw a party like they just got out of prison, okay? Because then they'll want to get out of the crate. Coming out is no big deal. There's no treat. There's no nothing. And then 5 minutes later, you get some affection and some attention. You go in the crate. Oh, hey, good dog. Here's some treats. Here's a toy. Here's a... Going in the crate, all the good things happen. Throw treats in there. Coming out, no big deal. Don't make a big deal of coming out of the crate. That creates crate anxiety, which is part of separation anxiety. So if every time you leave the house, you put the dog in a spot that he doesn't want to go for a reason that he doesn't want you to leave, or she, and then is there for 2 hours or an hour or whatever, and then when you get home, you let him out and throw a party, hey, good dog, good dog, that's going to be harder for them to overcome. So coming out of the crate, no big deal. Into the crate, good dog, good dog, good dog.